Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review. With me here's the master once again joined by
Jakob the Lord.
Today looking at a Stone beer, which is awesome because we don't get Stone in Denmark, and Stone is
Not that often anyway. Oh, once.
Yeah, once. We got Stone once. That was like the Imperial Russian Stout and the barley wine, and Stone hasn't been here since.
Nope.
But it's nice to get some because they make some great beers. So first off, thanks a lot to Ryan, aka Stumpy Joe Jr. for sending this one out. This is another one of the Stone collaboration beers, and this is the Stone or Drew Curtis, Greg Cook, and Will Wheaton Stone Farking Wheaton w00tstout. Stout. I think it's a nerd. Wood. I think it's a nerdy or internet slang way of spelling something.
What?
Something like that.
What question?
I don't know much about that stuff, but it's a very geeky beer, which is awesome because we're geeky about beer. I'm geeky about comic books. I'm geeky about metal music. Jakob's geeky about physics and science and
a little Star Trek.
Beer and little Star Trek. Well, he knew who Will Wheaton was.
Will Wheaton, yeah. Will Wheaton. Well, mostly because of Family Guy and
the Big Bang Theory. Told me you watched Star Trek. So
yeah, and in the next generation he was with. In the movie or a series.
But basically what they did is they made this collaboration beer and they impaired different things that was like relating to the people making the beer. So Will Wheaton or Will Wheaton, they of course used the wheat malt, and then to represent Drew Curtis they used pecan nuts, rye, because he was from the Kentucky area. And then also aged a quarter of the beer in bourbon barrels. But it's basically a big ass Imperial Stout on 13%. And as I said, brewed with wheat, rye, pecans, and aged a quarter of it aged in bourbon barrels. Looking forward to this one. Sounds like a crazy beer, and we're both kind of nerds in one way or another, and geeky, so to the geeks. Let's get this one cracked open. So we got the Stone Farking Wheaton w00tstout poured. And it's pitch black in the glass, but when you pour you get a little bit of a brown note on the top here. But other than that, when you poured it, it got some...
A brown note.
Yeah. Nice tan hen. Check out the aroma.
Yeah.
You cheated. Sorry. I'm definitely picking up on the pecan nut.
Yeah, but he also has a kind of like the pecan is much more there than in the Genghis pecan.
Yeah, the Genghis pecan
by
Countries,
yeah.
Much more pecan nut, and it has that almost like... Oh, I don't know if you've ever had the Ben & Jerry's ice cream called the Vermonster. No, it's like with maple syrup and caramelized pecans. That caramelized or toasted pecan flavor, I'm picking that up similarly in the aroma, which is weird. Because it has some caramel toffee notes as well.
Yeah.
I'm picking up a little bit of alcohol though. Slight, but not much. Oh, got a lot more pecan in that, like, whiff there. Definitely picking up on the bourbon too.
Yeah.
It's a nuance more than
nuance, yeah.
So it's got that bourbon whiskey kind of aroma with some vanilla notes, with the caramelly notes, definitely like a caramelized pecan or pecan nut.
And then there's
definitely rye. Spicy rye, yeah, definitely spicy rye. Not really picking up on the wheat in the aroma. A little bit of a roasted kind of really rich roast coffee, but also like black licorice.
Yeah.
Or licorice anise almost.
Anise, yeah.
Spicy notes.
But that might come
lots
from
of caramel,
the spice. Couldn't it? Kind of like that.
Spice.
Or
like the rye.
With the rye, yeah.
Maybe a little. But also, of course, the roasted malt and all. But definitely like roasted kind of burnt notes, but a lot of caramel toffee, and I really like the caramel toffee pecan aroma. But yeah, let's give this one a taste. Cheers. Wow, that's interesting. I really like that pecan flavor.
Yeah.
Well, it has a lot of chocolate in the aftertaste.
It really works well with the bourbon. The pecan works very well with the bourbon taste. Or,
And I think it's good that it's only a quarter that's been aged in bourbon barrels, because if it was the entire beer, the pecan nut might have been masked in the flavor a little, because it's not super intense. You definitely taste it. Yeah. And you taste, as you said, more so than in like the Genghis pecan. It's definitely there, but the kind of nuance of bourbon complements it very well. Yeah. What I'm lingering with in the aftertaste is like maple syrup like flavors, caramel, and like that caramelized kind of pecan nut flavor. Yeah. That really lingers with a hint of like vanilla almost from the bourbon.
And the caramelization kind of like
really
almost borders on almost burnt note.
Wow, the aftertaste on it is really nice. The more, like, you sip on it, you get more of that sweet caramelly toffee aftertaste.
Yeah.
This is one of the more toffee and caramelly forward Imperial stouts I've had in a while.
Yeah, and it's really nice.
Oh yeah. The wheat doesn't shine through much in the flavor either.
No.
It doesn't have that doughy bread. So I kind of feel like the spicy rye notes are there too. And those flavors, along with the pecan and like chocolate and caramel flavors, they kind of dominate. They hide the wheat flavor.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit off camera. There's like a cinnamony almost flavor in there.
Yeah, but that might be from the bourbon, but we're not really
entirely sure. But
and maybe the rye, a mix of those.
But the spicy rye definitely also lingers. It has a decent amount of spiciness.
Yeah. The mouthfeel is.
We didn't talk about that at all. Yeah. Go ahead.
Full.
Yeah, full
and creamy.
Yeah, but and sticky.
Yeah,
that goes in it. But it's not the biggest of mouthfeel on Imperial stouts. Really good beer. 93 for me. I think it's a really nice barrel-aged Imperial stout. Stone does it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 94 as well. I'm gonna say that they know what they're doing, or seem to be knowing what they're doing. So yeah, and I really like that. Will and Drew is on here as well.
This is like the standard Stone collaboration label. They've also got other labels, one where they're superheroes and one where it's just like a comic book. But definitely check out the Stone Farking Wheaton w00tstout if you get the chance. This is a really nice Imperial stout. Lots of cool flavors in there. Definitely let us know what you think of it if you've had it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. We're going to say cheers, and we're going to see you guys in another beer review.